Why aren't you getting rich despite trying every method you have been told? That's a genuine concern for every person who wants to change their social class, but unfortunately has been trapped. No matter what they do or how hard they work, they never become rich. But why? If you ask people, they have got different answers. Pew Research Center reports that 71% of people think most people are poor because they have faced more obstacle in life than rich people. 26% of people say that it's because people don't work hard. But the reality is different. If we break things down, then we find some habits similar in people who are struggling to become rich but are continuously failing. It appears that money, habits, and techniques the middle class people know about are actually keeping them poor. Yes, that's the irony. Robert Kiyosaki famously says the poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. The poor and the middle class people think they will get ahead and build wealth. But unfortunately, this never happens. And interestingly, most people don't know they are unconsciously following those habits. In the end, I will give you a bonus tip also. So, what are the money habits that are keeping you poor? In this video, let's find out. Let's start off with number 7, saving money for peanut sized profit instead of investing. These days, most stress has been laid on saving money. People are found suggesting to even give up having coffee and save that money, but nobody tells the average person what to do with that money. Well, some have the idea that depositing it in a savings account is the best financial decision that they can ever make. But believe me, it's the worst one, trapping them in the matrix. It's because cash might seem like a safe choice, but it can lose its value over time because of inflation. Keeping some money in a savings account can make you feel secure and give you the flexibility. But having too much cash could mean you are afraid to take risks or try investing in new things. I understand this feeling because I used to be in the same situation. I had a lot of money saved up, but I was scared to use it for things like buying property or investing in other assets. While I played it safe, other people around me were taking chances and finding ways to become financially independent. Even though they didn't earn as much, they knew it was important to take calculated risks and seize opportunities instead of letting fear control their money decisions. During 2008 recession, my attitude towards money changed a lot. When Lehman Brothers went bankrupt, I lost confidence in the global financial system and thought keeping cash was the best option. But I learned that to really understand money and build wealth, you need to learn and be willing to take risks. Just saving cash isn't enough to make you rich. John D. Rockefeller, the richest man in American business and economic history, said, the only way to become rich is to put a portion of your income to work for you. However, when you deposit your money in your savings account, banks make money by lending while paying you only a fraction of what they make. That's when you should understand that if you want to be wealthy, you cannot let fear control you. Sticking with what you know won't make you rich. Instead, rich people are always looking for new ways to make their money grow. They don't rely on small savings to build their wealth. Believe me, nobody has become rich just from a savings account. Warren Buffett famously said, investing is laying out money now to get more money back in the future. Number 6, spending money on things you don't need. Peter Drucker said, the aim of marketing is to know and understand the customer so well the product and the service fits themselves and sells itself. Companies invest in market research to understand consumer psychology and behavior, allowing them to tailor their marketing strategies to encourage spending on unnecessary items. Mostly, you won't realize how you have been scammed so rationally. However, if you just analyze what things you have bought in the last year that you didn't need, you will realize how brands make you waste money. And the stats are shocking. Vox reported a survey that said that on average, each American spent $18,000 per year on non-essentials. Interestingly, the value of global luxury goods market is $1.45 trillion. Each time you make an unnecessary purchase, it's like a victory for those big brand marketing machines. There's this invisible pressure to keep up with the Joneses, to live the life of luxury and wealth we see plastered all over social media. Brands like Gucci know this all too well. That's why they pay top dollar to have celebrities flaunt their products, making us spend our hard earned cash for stuff we could easily live without. However, because brands and companies link happiness and pleasure with those products, we are left with no choice but to satisfy ourselves by buying what we don't need. Seth Godin said, marketing is no longer about the stuff that you make, but about the stories you tell. Brands use storytelling to create emotional connections with consumers, making them more likely to purchase products even if they don't need them. This whole habit can fall apart only if you ask this question before you buy anything. Do I really need this and can I live without it? Number five, having only one source of income. Mostly, the habits keeping people poor are too obvious, but they cannot see them. It's a reality that you cannot cover your expenses, save, invest, and build wealth all by relying on a single source of income. It is simply impractical. However, people from the middle class always have either a job or a business that brings minimal income. With this income, expenses can be covered and time can be passed, but planning to build wealth out of it is pretty difficult. That's why rich people have diversified sources of income. If income from one source is spent on expenses, income from other sources are invested and reinvested, generating wealth. That does not mean you should start doing three, four jobs. That's not possible either. What you should do is to have passive income sources where you don't have to actively work. Initially, you might need to invest money and some time, but once things are on track, you will receive income every month. Enjoying the video so far? Please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like these. And watch my video on Japanese techniques to overcome laziness and procrastination to get you started. Number four, lifestyle inflation. Interestingly, most people are poor not because they don't make enough money. In fact, they make enough money to survive, and their income also increases with their experience and with their age. However, with that, they start spending more to enhance their lifestyle. Over time, this habit can lead to impulsive spending on immediate pleasures instead of saving for the future. This behavior might feel justified at the moment, with an inner voice rationalizing these purchases. You might feel the reason you work is so you can spend and be happy. However, deep down, you know you are simply doing what everyone else is doing. As a result, any extra income earned is quickly consumed, preventing it from being utilized to build wealth. But rich people don't do that. They don't immediately upgrade their lifestyle when they make additional income. Rather, they invest and start rewarding themselves with the income that the investment brings. Number three, bad debt, consumer debt. Spending money you haven't earned yet on the things you cannot afford. With the launch of the buy now, pay later model, consumers around the world fell prey to a tactic they can never get rid of. When banks and lenders made credit cards easier, a trend emerged where people could buy things even if they didn't have money. This creates a chain reaction. When you have hard earned cash in your hand, you are prudent while spending. However, when you have a credit card, spending becomes easy because essentially you are spending money you have not earned yet and therefore don't know the value of it. That's the amount you have to pay in the future from your future earnings. Reports suggest that people spend 160% more when they use credit cards, which tells the whole story. Susie Orman said, credit cards offer the illusion of wealth and financial freedom, but in reality, they often lead to financial bondage. Companies prey on consumers' desires for instant gratification and convenience, luring them into a cycle of debt with high interest rates and hidden fees. They use debt for convenience, luxuries, or even their houses, which becomes a liability for 30 years. Smart people use the power of debt leverage to their advantage. They use the bank's money to acquire assets such as property, and other people pay interest on their loans while they enjoy the tax benefits and the differential income between what the tenants pay and what the bank is being paid. Number two, selling time for money is your only income. Sometimes you have to see things from a different perspective. When you do your job and earn a salary, you basically trade your time for money. This job keeps you trapped in a cycle of dependency. Even if you are earning a decent wage per hour, say $100 per hour, you are still limited by the same 24 hours in a day as everyone else. Theoretically, even if you work 24 hours a day, you will be paid for 24 hours, which will be $2,400, not more than that. You cannot work hard and get a salary equal to 30 hours per day. The point is that your ability is limited. Tony Robbins said, trading time for money is the biggest trap that keeps people stuck in the rat race. The key to wealth and fulfillment is finding ways to leverage your time and talent to create value that transcends the limitations of hourly wages. But precisely at this moment, you can increase your income by various means. You can have passive income sources and receive steady income every month. Or you can hire people to do the work for you. In the earlier example, when you were making $100 per hour, you can increase your ability by hiring people. Hire 10 people who can do the work for you and pay them $50 per hour. The remaining $50 from each employee is your profit that goes directly into your pocket. Numero uno, working for money and not making money work for you. You have two options to make money. Either you will work and earn, or you can use your money as leverage to make more money. But what does that mean? Well, when you work, you offer value, and in return, you are paid. However, the second option is to use your earned money to bring in more money. Let's try to understand it with a famous story from the book The Richest Man in Babylon. Arcad, who was one of the wealthiest men in Babylon, started his journey by diligently setting aside a portion of his earnings. Little by little, he gathered 10 gold coins to make wise investments. He went to a moneylender to explore potential investment opportunities. The moneylender agreed to invest Arcad's gold coins on his behalf, promising profitable returns. True to his word, the moneylender not only returned Arcad's initial investment but also added a silver coin as a significant profit. Basically, Arcad did nothing. His 10 gold coins worked for him and brought a silver coin. But it did not end there. Rather than wasting or saving his newfound wealth, Arcad decided to reinvest it. After a while, the 10 coins brought another silver coin, and the earlier silver coin brought one copper coin as a profit. With each reinvestment, Arcad began to generate wealth, propelling him from a modest scribe to one of Babylon's wealthiest individuals. That's how you can make your money work for you. Now comes the bonus tip, which is always pay yourself first. Whenever you receive your paycheck, the first thing to do is always set aside an amount for savings and investment. And you can use the rest of the amount for everything else. Were you following any of these habits that were keeping you poor? Do you think these habits were created by poor people who knew nothing about the money, but the whole class of people adopted them? In the comment section below, share your thoughts on the idea that if someone wants to get rich, they have to do what the rich people are doing. If you loved the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.